Stelmane is dead.
Ah!
This does not bode
face.
well.
Something to send? Don't be
There must be
shy.
something.
Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they? Well, any letters?
The stories. Well, all you want. They were big. And they were angry.
I don't care how big they were. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
Hi! Welcome to the Rivington Gen. Hi! Or maybe a spear. You look like you know how to use a spear. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, yay!
Watch your back.
Want more?
Don't touch me.
No time to rest.
Back again! Wanted. Oh, yay! Want.
What to do?
My faith protects me. What's next?
Where am I needed?
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
The pride of the gate.
This character does not wish to consume tadpoles.
Let's move.
Where am I needed?
There is work to do.
Still alive. So that's progress.
I wonder what the next move is.
With haste.
What do you remember? I could have anything.
On our own. You were angry.
I don't care how big they were.
Orders are orders. We've got ours, you've got yours. I need you to step back.
There must be something.
I said, step back.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself?
My good lady, I am Will Ravengard. I will not pay to enter my own city.
Ravengard? Ugh, more like the ghastliest tiefling south of Neverwinter. No refugees. It is decreed. Then you don't need...
We don't need your kind.
Our kind?
Refugees. Outsiders.
Sir, you need to stay clear.
Please, in the name of the Crying One, have mercy.
I don't care how big they were. I'll give them
Here we be.
The Crying One weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead. Murdered. The best of us.
Interpret scripture and teachings. We let more out. Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out?
Thank you, stranger. Father Lorgan's passing has saddened us all.
Passing? He was murdered by one of the fugitives he was harboring.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorgan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid. Thank you, stranger. I take some solace knowing that he died in Ilmater's service.
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic absolutists? Or perhaps I missed that sermon.
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you. Walk well.
Father Lorgan, I've nothing against Father Lorgan. Ilmater rest his soul. But his methods need to rest with him. We need change.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. I suppose you're right. But the Crying One has much more on his plate than curse words, given what just happened here. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our High Priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. Feel free to look around the temple, but fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence. Charette's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case. Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really. I can tell you where to find her, but she won't be very chatty, I'm afraid. Shira passed away last year. Peacefully, mind. We buried her in the crypt under the temple, if you wish to visit. I really hope you find something. For all our sakes.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Kitchen. Visitors kindly keep to common areas. Food will be served at meal times.
I've said all I have to say already. Now I just want to pack up my kitchen and leave. Investigator? That miniature mastodon is about as much use as rats in the pantry or flies in the soup. Father Lorgan's gone. Murdered. And now they're blaming a refugee for it. No. Brilgor was a nice bloke. He came a couple of times for soup. Potato chowder was his favorite. Didn't seem the murderous type. But what do I know? Some folk didn't like how he looked after the refugees. But I don't think they'd kill him for it. At least, I hope they wouldn't. That's a scary thought.
This must be where Shira Clawin is buried.
Here lies Satida Atana, born 1411 DR, died 1485 DR. Sunseeker, born 1400 DR, died 1456 DR. Date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR.
Darling Shira, faithful to the crying god, long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh. Gone, thou might be, alas.
Sharp as ever.
All's well that ends, well, not as bad as it could have.
I'm ready.
Defender of the people.
Someone there?
Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it up. Who now shall bear? Oh, shall it be thou?
The monk himself holds your answer. Tasha's hideous laughter is a powerful skill, but earning it may come at the cost of wisdom.
Oh, well, if laugh I must.
push my luck again.
Eternally cursed, then, my spirit be. No. Morning Lord, I call to thee. Lend your forbearance. No. No.
I hate it had to end like this. A torturous fate by any measure. Time to get going. Wonder if the gods are watching me. Here we go. Maybe I need more pockets. Looks empty.
Why does Dolor get all the finest clothes? He spends too much time with his prey. He's going to get us caught. Dolor is an artist. You do well to think
Just had a few.
Well, what now, sir? We go check his place?
Perhaps. We'll take one more look here, then move on to the flop house.
Don't waste a step.
Keep an eye out, brethren. It must be here somewhere.
Move unseen.
Survival is all that matters.
On I go.
No holding back.
Go for the throat.
Is pride.
My faith will protect me.
Let's turn someone inside out with finesse.
What's hiding here? Someone was arranging these corpses. Body parts. Is this some kind of display?
The corpse does not. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Flophouse. Dolor's secrets. No. Dolor.
The corpse remains silent.
Our blood-red dwarf. Tricky.
The corpse remains the spell's power.
If not over, then through. Looks like these people were trying to hide in the tunnels here.
Rather unsuccessfully, it has to be said.
The corpse.
Sol Invictus!
Better not be cursed.
Worm's Crossing, the welcome mat of Baldur's Gate. This is it. I'm almost home. Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble, a little reclusive perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure. I know. Subtle, isn't it? I hope so. Because I'm not striking another deal with Raphael. Knows what he'd demand this time. But if the citizens of Baldur's Gate don't know anything, my brothers and sisters might. Cazador is a master of secrets, but the other spawn must have seen something.
That's curious. Brother Quake, what's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
That might be worth a look.
I'm fine. You're the one. You want to let those thugs?
I was praying.
She's a better person than both of us.
How are we fixed on supplies? Sound off.
What camp
Not
bits
sure.
and bobs from Dampalone.
Your mother will kill me.
Let the kid
Do
come.
you think Dribbles will have his animals?
He's particular
Of
about
course. He never travels without his friends. Let's go.
But
Stinks of cheese. Between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is. We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here. Oh, this is Benjamin. Say hi, Benji.
Meat!
Benji here checks all our patrons to make sure none of you are vicious murderers. Can't be too careful. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries. Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check.
Brain juice smells like piss and iron.
Oh, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Oof! Viola Silvertongue won't be happy. Oh well, she should have practiced those high notes. Welcome to the circus.
The Circus of the Last Days has returned. See Dryads, Jin, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
seems like a good moment to talk.
Oh, hungry little hobgoblin. Want a treato? I has lots of treatos, and magics, and junks I finds. Don't worry. I only takes junks from dead people. I is nice. Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you. Bye-bye. Get your shinies and treatos!
Lucille! It's pose, grapevine, then pivot step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. And Boris, put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up. Interrupting a massacre? Merkel, help me. These three make the art of dance look like a ritual sacrifice. Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. Normally, I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage, but these graceless skellies need my full attention. You call that a pose? Again!
Crimson, please, oh please!
Maybe later, Peanut. He doesn't look too good.
I think he looks fine.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Good puns. Because clowns aren't enough of a horror already.
Did you hear about the scarecrow who lost a fight? He got the stuffing kicked out of him. Way! Oh, you're all such good friends. I've had a wonderful time, but I have to go. Oh, well, if you insist. How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer with nerves of steel and the heart of a lion. Who will it be? Who?
The hair on the back of your neck raises as a shiver passes through you.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
I'm not so sure.
Oh, my heart! The enthusiasm is too much! Now, up, double sharp, or poor Buddy will think you don't like him. Right there! Oh, perfect! Now, you're very special.
as special as can be. Does anyone know why?
Why?
You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute. Is this part of the show? Praise the Absolute.
I always knew I'd die at a circus.
The blade will not bend.
Here comes the punchline. Rebels, no!
Take your
Fleet of foot.
Need to act fast.
Yes.
Another doppelganger. At least we didn't kill a real killer from just a brief respite.
It's been a long day. I need to rest soon.
Is that blood?
No, never mind.
I killed him. Bathed in his blood. A death worthy of the list. Of the tribunal. The greatest honor. Of them all. Mistress needed his body parts. I saw in your eyes a shape changer.
The spell.
What's in here? I should speak up.
Can't believe Tribbles.
At the ready.
My skellies will take forever to clean
What's
this place
next,
up.
I wonder?
Take you. Take you.
Why do you have to go missing now of all time?
Take you.
Can't give up now.
Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful Dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude. When you run a plane-hopping circus of ragtags and ruffians, few things faze you. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus, but I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every color and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say? Oh, well, at least he won't complain about extra rehearsals anymore. Find his corpse for me, will you, darling? I'll resurrect him. The show must go on after all. Perhaps I'll make some improvements along the way. Huh. I can respect that. And you're in luck, because I am old, darling. Ancient. I have seen stars explode and civilizations fall. Along the way, I happened across items of such power that would make you weep with awe. Find my Dribbles. You won't be disappointed. That's the spirit, darling. And remember, I look after those who make me happy. Good luck, and thanks ever so much.
Be honest. What do you think of the new look? Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
Incredible to be back. My home. My city. Baldur's Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender age of 14 and got so tipsy from wine, I puked in Dillard Portier's bushes. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of law, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise, but it's home, and it's worth saving. And you? The city's yours too, after all. How's it feel to be back? Wonderful, isn't it? Torril's history is written within our city's walls. Expeditions to the continent of Mastika gather in the harbor. The Church of Gon displays its most priceless treasures in the High House of Wonders. Voices raised in song on returning day. The heady wines at the elf song. There's truly no place like Baldur's Gate.
Raise your eyes. Look upon she who conquers.
Who am I? I am Vlaakith, undying queen of the noble Githyanki, god regent of the 6 arms of Tunarath. And you are abominations twice over. You carry geek parasites, and you harbor the heretic Prince Orpheus.
Glorious Vlaakith, I am unclean. I exhort you, grant me guidance.
Hear my words, Vinisk. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Your parasites resonate. You feel Lae'zel's ecstasy as she moves to kneel before her queen.
She has good reason, surely. Vlaakith is my faith, my very purpose.
Lae'zel's mind reels with images of Vlaakith, the prism, and the Githyanki prince inside it.
Mother Gith's son lives, caged by a prison of your design. Our people deserve the truth, but you have denied it to us. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing. You are nothing. The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you.
I will unmake you!
On my way.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think. I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with who I'm meant to be with. How many people can say that?
Seems like a good moment to talk.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. Not on purpose. Or not with the intent to deceive. I've been trying to make sense of it all. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? This was different. It was like I could see my fate in her eyes. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what. It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
Glad to see I'm not the only one on the wrong side of an omnipotent authority figure. Mazel did well to break free of Vlaakith's manipulations, though I doubt Vlaakith will let such insubordination go unpunished. can only imagine what I could do were I to adopt the biology of a mind flayer. Certainly doesn't seem to have done you any harm. Or rather, you've not yet done me any harm. Still, there are undoubtedly risks to such a transformation. If this is what the fates have offered to aid our cause... What's on your mind? Oh, would that I could. Wonderful.
I didn't think I'd live to see the day when Lae'zel turned her back on Vlaakith. But all things considered, good for her.
So, it seems that Vlaakith is Lae'zel's queen no longer. That took no small amount of backbone. I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well, and Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress. It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight.
Vlaakith's a fearsome one. The sort it's hard to say no to. But Lae'zel said it anyway, to her immense credit. She's choosing truth. She's choosing freedom. For her, for Orpheus, for the Githyanki people. I wish I knew a good Githyanki cheer to celebrate the occasion, but the only gift phrases I've picked up are the sweary sort. She came on orders of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mazora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
You turned my eyes to the truth. Vlaakith's forsaken me, and there's no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea. Never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She's mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
Yes. From doubt rises certainty. Orpheus, the Prince of the Comet. He is living truth, undeniable. I will have a home in Tunarath yet, and Orpheus will be the light that guides me there. I have been born anew in Gith's son, my savior. And so from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. We find a way to free Orpheus from his astral chains. Orpheus Tavki Nazin.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. Could we maybe stay here?
What harm? She's little, won't take up much space, or make much of a dent in our provisions.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Indeed. Duke Stelmane, or as I knew her, Belin, when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Berlin was different from my relationship with you. In a way, but not the way you're thinking of. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Berlin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach. And not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. I won't. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus.
A long way from Waterdeep.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
A coldness seeps through the tadpole's essence, courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected.
Perhaps. Once the other...
To new horizons.
Moving ahead. I should speak up.
Damn! It can't have been easy for Lae'zel to stand up to Vlaakith like that. But there's nothing that woman can't do. He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some
indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit.
I kept him safe and he paid me well.
I respected him. Trusted him. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. Zariel. Love. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard. Soldier?
No room in your party. What? Well, well, well.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Should mind my step.
Oakfather preserve you. An unwieldy number. You must cut...
looking ahead. Need to find a way forward. Always a pleasure.
But make no mistake. I can see that you have invited your own misery. Make space, and my might good. Action, not reaction.
No one stopped me yet. Don't waste a step.
Yes? Perhaps if you lost a...
Did you want something? Your dance card is full. Lead the...
Violence erupts here. My home. My refuge in this city of stone and steel. Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
It can't hurt, I suppose. Unless you embarrass me. Then you might find yourself hurting in a whole manner of ways.
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. I see you. I see the bond between you. So tender, so fragile. But do you see it for yourselves? Shadowheart, an endless storm surges behind sharp eyes. Listen, think. From where does Shadowheart draw comfort on a cold, dark night? Hear how your bond thrums with pleasure. The heart craves comfort, but needs respect. How does one earn the dark-haired maiden's respect.
Very good. Just don't say it so loud.
The sweetest loves dance lightly on the tongue. Shame sits in the soul of all. To tame it, we must name it. Shadow heart, what is her deepest shame?
I didn't think a little game would sting so much when I agreed to this. But you're right. A perfect score. I'm flattered. Have you been studying up on me every night at camp?
How close you are. Two hearts beating a perfect rhythm. But I know the truth. Only one face haunts your dreams each night. Close your eyes, sweetness, and she will come to you.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's throne. Oh, have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. Oh, your bond will not save you. He will wrap its cord around your neck and make you swing from it. When you find the lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching? More for me.
You look a little shell-shocked. Worry not. It's nothing a little music can't fix.
Please, enjoy the circus.
What do you remember? We might trek all the way there and
anything. I don't care how big they were. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
We need change.
How goes the search? Assassins under this temple is certainly unnerving news. Thank you for taking care of them. You're on the right track. Please, keep looking.
Let's see.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Dwarf, dressed in red.
The corpse remains silent.
Hiding Brilgor from fists, tunnels from the cellar. Refuge took him to the tunnel with the
spell's power.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day. What do you want to know? We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to... Please.
Look, I need to finish up here. Lots of... not a clue. Rivington's riddled with old smugglers' tunnels and the like.
Something good here. I hope. This chest is deeper than it looks. A double bottom, of course.
Up on the hill.
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
If I was a Sharon lookout, this is the sort of place I'd wait around.
Coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's ass about honest citizens.
Young lady, Shadowheart, a word if you will.
Can't afford to stay idle. Let's try this way.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
And don't give a
All right.
rat's arse
What
about
now?
honest citizens.
Best be on my way.
Think about it. They're stuck here with no coin and nothing to do.
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right
Sword Wars
papers.
careers or nothing.
Promised
Can you
get us
believe
inside the
it?
city. The cold is one our doorstep, and you want to talk about ruin.
Scraps for days. Fascinating.
No refugees. It is decreed. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Your name?
Well met, citizen.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct you...
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gore.
State your business. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence away. Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its step. It has heard the howls. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge. And it knows the cold walls of Moonrise. The Watcher speaks directly into...
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Please comply now, citizen.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Recovery in progress.
God damn it all!
Citizens,
Find
do
those
not be
little
alarmed.
bastards or I'll have your heads!
Great headline.
Why does Worms Crossing have so few lodgings? I mean, at least a double.
How about the clubhouse?
I'm starting to remember that Worms Crossing has a bit of a reputation, doesn't it?
Ton of a people and
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldur? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subject... Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds. The second time, even with the aid of a cane, each step a stroke victim. I asked Father later.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. Nonsense. Stelmane was no less worthy of life or success because she was disabled. Her death is no blessing. It is a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Confuses me for a member of staff.
I'd probably break his nose. Good point.
I found so many victims for Cazador here. They're the kind of people no one would ever...
A double bed.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bunk with 10 of the people, and way none of them has sticky fingers. You think a bunch of martyrs would be happy to see a traitor in the gutter, then that's anything.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. So did I. Let me show you. Pleasure doing business.